I just wanted to do a little bit about having two dogs, or two Dobermans specifically. Now I have always had two, but as I've said in my previous video, I lost my boy Monty to liver failure when he was around 4 or 5, 3 or 4 I think he was. So then obviously he died early and I was left with Ella, and she was about 10 or 11 at the time, and I didn't think it was the right time to get a puppy to be with her. To me that was just, she was too old and didn't need it. I usually get my second dog when my first one is basically about 6 years old. For me, 5 or 6 is the right time to get one, because then your Dobe, has fully matured, if they ever do fully mature. Dexter certainly hasn't yet, bless him. But yeah, that's the age gap I like. I also find that I've never had two of the same sex together. I've always preferred to have male and female, and even though they have got into a couple of fisticuffs every now and again as the males matured or the females matured, I've been able to handle it, and they both live together brilliantly and get on really well. Some people don't have that problem at all. Some people, their dog's quite submissive, so there's not the need really for the other dog to try and dominate. But in my experience, they go through that teenage stage and they're just like human teenagers, just like to do exactly what they want to do. And if they like to bully sometimes. Not saying all teenage kids do that, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, basically I like to have my second when my original dog is 5 or 6 years old. And I've always had a puppy. I've never introduced an adult dog into the scenario. My personal preference, but as I've said before on previous videos, I've never adopted because of certain reasons, so I've always had a pup. So yeah, two Dobes together, I love it, because when you've got one Doberman, especially he has always been brought up by himself, I've never had another dog with him. He's never been challenged really by a resident dog, and there's a big difference between dogs challenging outside the house to inside the house, I think, in my personal opinion. He's never had to share any attention or food or anything like that, and I just think when you have got two dogs together, they make for better dogs. And not everyone's in the situation or circumstances where they can do that, but I do think they become more rounded dogs when there's two together. It's like the only child syndrome, the only Doberman syndrome. You just look at him, spoilt. Dexy, what are you doing, you crazy kid? Huh? What are you doing though? Look at him. Right, anyway, just a quick one, guys. Thank you. Bye.